Hello there. In this video we're going to look at a plugin called Beautiful Shadows and how you can use it in Figma. So I've already gone into the plugins menu and searched for Beautiful Shadows, and that's by Alex here. So credit to Alex for creating the plugin. So there's some details here. The plugin allows you to create beautiful shadows by simply dragging a light source which casts a shadow on a selected element. So let's just try it out. Let's click on Run. Okay, so here is the plugin loaded now. So we have a few options here on the screen. We've got the light source at the top. So we have our element here, and as you move your light source, it then adjusts the shadow, as you can see just here. We have colors in the bottom left-hand corner, so we can change the color of the shadow. I'm assuming this is a shadow. If I make it red, let's go back. Yeah, so that changes the color of the shadow. I'm just going to change that back to black. And here we have the background of the interface for the plugin, so let's just make that a light grey again. So I'm just going to click on the three dots. We have drop shadow here and inner shadow, so you can swap between the two. We have the settings for the shadow here in this box. So using the light source is quite a good way to gauge what kind of shadow that you want. So you can move the light source here, but if you click on the dot just above the light source, you can increase and decrease the brightness of the shadow that's being cast, which is quite good. I think if you click on the element, you can adjust the elevation of the element on the canvas. So let's do that to about 8%. Let's move that. So again, you can play around with these settings if you want in this panel, or like I said, you can use the light source, move it around, adjust how bright you want the shadow, the elevation of the element itself. And I think this plugin gives a lot of flexibility in creating a good shadow. So I want to apply this shadow to an element on the canvas behind it. So I'm going to click on this button. So as you see, when I click on the button, the element within the plugin changes, and I can now control the light source and all the settings as before, but now these settings are previewing on the canvas on my button element. So if I zoom in a little bit, let's just adjust the brightness a little bit here so you can see it. So yeah, as you can see, we're moving the shadow around and we're getting the preview here on the canvas. If I click on apply, the plugin closes and the shadow that we've created is now applied to the button. If you scroll down in the layers, it applies all the different drop shadows under the effects panel. And there's also a link here to the plugin that was used, which is good. And yeah, that's it. It's a very simple plugin. It's free, and I think it's a great way to craft shadows for your UI elements. Okay, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe, add some comments, and I will see you in the next video.